Hello everyone. Today we are going to see about Python. Python interview specific questions. Last class we have seen about the decorators, right? There are two types of decorators are there. One is function decorator, and then another one is class decorator. In that function decorator, we have seen the four concepts, and also with the programs. Along with the programs, we have seen. Now, first program we are going to see about the swapping of two numbers using the third variable. In all the programming languages, it will come. They will frequently ask in all the years wherever you go. If you take like TCS, CTS, in all MNCs, they will ask this particular question, and also the pattern printing program. Without these questions and all, they won't ask the. They will they will not start the interview questions. Okay, first one, swapping of two numbers using the third variable. First, you will take number 1 equal to 10. Number second variable, I'm going to give 20. First, it should display the actual number. What it does already, we have given the number 1 and then number 2. First, it should print the number 1 is what is the actual number 1 before previous state. In the number 1 is 10. After that, after the swapping, that number what is the number would be same as it is. You can give, just you are going to give the now two variables, and then for the two variables you have to give the values. After that, before swapping and after swapping, we are going to differentiate before swapping and after swapping. Before swapping is, now it will print the number 10 and 20, the value of number before swapping, the value of number 2 before swapping. I'm using the third variable, that is temp equal to number 1. I'm giving first temp equal to number 1. Number 1 value is 10, right? So third variable equal to number 1. Third variable equal to 10. Now I am telling number 2 equal to number 1. Number 1 equal to number 2. Number 2 value is what? Number 2 value is 20. I'm telling number 1 the number 1 equal to 20. And then number 2 equal to the third variable, temp. I am telling. What is the temp? Third variable is 10. So number 2 equal to 10. How it will change? Before it will print number 1 equal to 10 and 20. After that, we are creating the third variable, that is temp. Temp equal to number 1, we are saying 10. Number 1 value is 10. So temp equal to number 1, it will be assigned. After that, I'm telling temp equal to number 2. Sorry, number 1 equal to number 2. Number 2 value is 20. I'm telling number 1 value is 20. After that, number 2 is number 2 equal to temp. Temp value is already we have seen, right? That is 10. So number 1 will become 20. The value will become 20. Number 2 value will become 10. After that, the value has been changed, right? So I'm going to give in the sentence formation. value of number 1 after swapping. After swapping, number 1 will be that. And then value of number 2 after swapping, the number 2 is. Now we can execute the program. See the difference. Value of number 1 before swapping is 10. Value of number 2 before swapping is 20. Sorry, number 2 is before swapping is 20. And then it is becoming value of number 1 after swapping is 20. After that, value of number 2 after swapping is 10. It will become 10. Clear? This is one format. Write it down. This will be used in all the programming languages like Java, C, and wherever it goes. That you are going to change the syntax only of every programming language. If you have any doubt, means you can ask in the comments box. Okay, copy this program. Okay, I hope all you are copied. Now you know the numbers, number 1, variable number 1, and then variable number 2. The both numbers were known. If you don't know the number that we are going to get the input from the users, means how we can get the input from the user? Just in the place of number 1, number 2, number 1 equal to input of. You can directly write number 1 equal to input of, getting the input from the users, because we don't know the number. Just we are going to get the input from the users. That's why you can write number 1 equal to input of, enter the number 1 value, and then number 2 equal to don't assign the value, input of. Clear? Like this also they will ask how to get the input for the number 1 and number 2, and then using the third variable swap the two numbers, they will ask. Again, another one format is there in this question. You can clear this one. Then you can write number 1 comma number 2 equal to number 2 comma number 1. So see the output here. First number 1 comma number 2 equal to, I am telling number 2 comma number 1. So both were equal, right? So it will be swapping of numbers. Copy this step also. Next program, We are going to see the factorial of 5, number 5. Factorial means, just after telling the factorial, you should just remember that word, multiply. If they are telling find the factorial for number 5 means, you can take it as 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, I'll tell you the concept first. We are going to find the factorial for number 5. First, give the factorial equal to 1. Where it starts, you can take the factorial is up to 1, you can take it as, and then the number that we are going to find, the number we are going to find is number 5. For the 5 only we are going to find the factorial. And then first case, I'm telling, if number less than 0, if number is less than 0, number is if the value is less than 0 means it will goes in the negative values, so it should print factorial does not exist for negative numbers. Factorial does not exist for negative numbers. For what case we have to tell? If number is less than 0, if it is in the minus value, we have to tell it should print factorial does not exist for negative numbers. Another one statement I'm going to give, else if number is equal to 0, the number is equal to 0, if the number is equal to 0, print I'm telling to print the factorial of zero is 1. Always the factorial of 0 is 1. So if the number is equal to 0, if the number is the given number is equal to 0 means, which is 0 means, the factorial of it should return the factorial of 0 is 1. And then else, now only we are going to print the find the factorial. Else, in the else statement I'm giving, for I in range of 1 comma number plus 1, colon, factorial equal to factorial. I'll explain you. See here, I'm giving inside the else block, I'm giving for I in the range of 1 comma number plus 1. First it starts from number 1. So factorial equal to factorial into I. What I have described in the factorial is 1. I values, first I can take I is 1. The number is 1, and then factorial into I is 1. After that, factorial into I, 1 into 1 is 1. The factorial of number is 1, and then is factorial will be 1. And then after that, the factorial, after that increment, number plus 1. The factorial of first second one is I equal to 2. Factorial equal to factorial into I. So factorial is 1. 1 into 2 will be 2. So multiply 1 into 2. Then factorial of number value is 2 now. It will become 2 is factorial. So it will become 2. After that, one increment, number plus 1, 2 plus 1 will become 3. The factorial of for I in the range, factorial equal to factorial into I. So factorial value is 1. 1 into 3 will become 3. Multiply with 3. Like that it will go. Now you'll see up to 5 it will print. Now the factorial of number is what? At the last, number 5 is factorial. So 5, all it will be multiplied. 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 will become, if you are multiplied that means we will get 120. In the print statement, what I have given, the factorial of number will become at the last 5, because we are printing up, we have given up to the 5. After that 5 it won't go. So number equal to 5 at given, the number is 5 is factorial. So 5 into 4 into 5, that there will be multiplied, so we will get 120. Clear? Copy this program. Yeah, sure. Can you able to see now? Okay, copy this program. In the factorial, we are going to see another step. If you are taking the programming language, you have to think in the multiple ways. You should not go with the single way. You should have to think. Sometimes they will give like how the programming language, they are tend to like, you have to solve this program without using the inbuilt function, like that also they will tell. So you have to be prepared. You know to solve in the different ways. Okay, this is another one way. We are going to we are going to find the factorial for number 5 only using the functions we are going to find factorial. Now, here all this. def factorial. How to declare the function? Using the def keyword. If I'm giving the state condition is n is equal to 0 or n is equal to 1, return 1, because the factorial of number 0 and 1 is 1 only, so it will give only 1. After that, else here only we are going to calculate return n into factorial of n minus 1. I'm giving n equal to okay, you can take number equal to 5. Print factorial of a number. Okay. First, in the case, I'm going to tell if n is equal to 0 or n is equal to 1, it should return the value 1. The factorial of 0 and 1 is 1. Else, number return the n equal to n into factorial of n minus 1. So what I'm assigning means here, for the number, this is the value I'm assigning, and then for this value I'm giving the variable name as n. So n into n minus 1. N is what? First is 5. 5 into factorial of 5 minus 1. So it will become 4. And then 5 minus 1 is 4. After that it will reduce like this only. 4 minus 1, 3 it will become. And then 3 minus 1, 3 minus 1, it will become 2. 2 minus 1, 1. So at the last, how it will calculate? 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Check the output. Factorial of 5 is how it will be means, because we had given factorial of number 5. Sorry, factorial of number is 5 is factorial of number, so it will be keep reducing. After that one, up to that one, it will be reducing like this. So 5 minus 1, 4 minus 1, 3, and then 2, it will be multiplying with that number. Okay, clear? 2 minus 1 up to 1 it will go. If it is 1 means it will return 1 only. 0 or 1 up it will return 1. So factorial of 5 is 20, 120. Copy this way also. Next one is Fibonacci series. How it will go? Fibonacci starts from number 0 you can take, and then you can take the number 1. 0 1 first you can take. 0 1 0 is you can take as n1, and then 1 is you can take it as n2. Now you have to add. I'll tell how to. First you can add the two numbers. 0 plus 1, it will become 1. You can write it again 1. We see the program afterwards, and then second you can take. Now 1 will become n1, and then again we have added no another one, that will become n2. So you can add two numbers, n1 plus n2. 1 plus 1, it will become 2. After that, now you can move to the next step. That another one newly added, before we have added newly, right? That one, 1 will become n1, another 2, the 2 will become n2. So add it both. 1 plus 2 will become 3, and then 2 plus 3, like that we have to go, n1 plus n2. So 2 plus 3, it will become 5. This is the Fibonacci series. Now we are going to see the program. N1 equal to, I'm starting with 0, and then n2 equal to 1. First I'm telling n1 equal to 0, n2 equal to 1. Print that first. Print n1, and then print n2. If you are printing that n1 and n2 means, what it will give? So it will give 0 and 1. Clear? Now I'm going to use the for loop for I in range of up to 10. We are going to find the Fibonacci series. So I'm going to start with 2, 2 comma 10. I'm telling sum equal to n1 plus n2. Sum equal to n1 plus n2. After adding that only, it will go, right? So print that sum. After adding n1 plus n2, print that sum. So we should get the output, right? So we are printing that sum. We will get. First, you can take n1. Now what is the value? N1 value is 0, 0, and then n2 value is 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. Print that sum means it will be stored in the sum. So it will, if you are printing that sum means it will display 1. Sum equal to 1. Now I am giving n1 equal to n2. You can move the step. 2 steps you can move. n2 equal to sum I am giving. See, after that it will take the set of pairs like 1 and then 1. And we have told, right, n1 equal to n2, n2 equal to sum. Sum value is what? 1. So 1 and then 1 it will give. 1 equal to 1. So it will print the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Next it will go 2. After that 2 plus 2. It will go up to 10, it will print. Because we have given the for loop in the range up to 10 statements it will give. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30, 34. The Fibonacci series for 10 series is 34. Up to 34 it will print. We have to change the n1 and n2 pair only. First we have to take 0 and 1 and then print it at. After that we are going to try up to, because if you are not giving the loop means it will be going continuously. That's why we are setting the limit up to 10 it should be printed. So we are setting limit 2 comma 10 I'm giving. So n1 equal to, already we have given n1 and n2. So sum equal to n1 plus n2. First it will give the sum is 1. After that we are giving n1 equal to n2. You can change the pair. Again we are telling n2 equal to sum. Sum value is 1. N1 value is n1 equal to n2. So 1 plus 1 it will be added. That step will be going continuously up to the 10 series. Copy this program. Okay, next question we are going to see about sum of elements in the array. How to find the sum of elements in the array? First, you can give some elements in the arrays. Array can be represented in the square bracket. So I'm going to give 5 elements, 3, 4, 5. Array equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then print sum of array, the variable name, sum of the variable name. So sum is the inbuilt function. So what will be the output here? It will give 15. Add it together. 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 4, and then 6 plus 10 plus 5. So it will give 15. In the MCQ, they will ask like this. You can note this also. Next one, we are going to see some new logics like first what we have did array some elements we had given 5 elements, and then we are going to find the sum of array because sum is the inbuilt function, and then sum of array if you are giving means it will add it 5 elements, and then it will display 15. Now I'm going to add some elements with the sum of elements. So again I'm giving print what we obtained before. We got 15, right? With that 15 I'm going to add the numbers 10 without giving here I'm going to directly add like array the variable name comma 10. I'm going to add the number 10 with that sum of array. So what I have given, print sum of array comma 10 comma plus 10 I had given. What will be, first it will give, why it is giving 15, because sum of array is 15. After that I am telling to print sum of array comma 10. Array value is what, sum of array is 15. 15 plus 10 will become 25. So it is showing 25. Now I can solve it. We have added the number 10 with that sum of array. Now we are going to minus with 10. What we have to do in this? We have given the plus 10, right? So sum of array. After that plus 10 we had given. So it will be adding with the sum of array plus 10. If I am giving print sum of array comma minus 10, if I'm giving minus 10 means what we will get, first we are getting sum of array value 15, after that 25 sum of array comma plus 10 is, so it will add the number sum of array plus 10, so it will become 25, and then sum of array again I'm telling print sum of array minus 10 I'm giving. So what is the value? 15 minus 10 is minus 5 will come. Okay, now we are going to see the OOPS concepts. Before that, we'll see the overview of OOPS concepts. What is meant by classes and objects? Can anyone can tell what is meant by class and exact definition for class and object? Class is the blueprint of objects. Class is the blueprint of objects. Blueprint means you can take a house and then one house you can take and then blueprint of the house you can take. If you are comparing both, which one is a class, which one is an object? That same house, blueprint of the same house you can take. Class is the house. Blueprint is the objects. We can we can create many objects with the use of class, right? If you are taking a house and then blueprint means we can build the many house with the use of blueprint, right? With the use of blueprint we can build many house. So blueprint will be the class and then house will be the objects. We can build the many objects with the use of class. We're going to see the program now. Okay, listen here. I have created one class in the name of Bangalore. I have created one class in the name of Bangalore. I have created two functions inside the class. One is internship, another one is room. Room is a function. And then I'm creating the object for the class. One is Winnie and then another one object is Kumar. Winnie is the object that I'm creating for the class Bangalore. Kumar is the object that I'm creating for the class Bangalore. I'll tell this as a story now. Two boys were there. Two boys were there. They are planning to go to Bangalore. They are planning to go to Bangalore. Both their intentions were different. One boy wants to do internship in Bangalore. He wants to do internship in Bangalore. Another boy wants to roam everywhere in Bangalore. He don't want to do internship, but he want to roam everywhere in the Bangalore, like visiting. First, if they are going to Bangalore means what they need to do, they need to get the ticket for the Bangalore, right? After getting the ticket only they can go to Bangalore. After that they can enjoy whatever present inside the Bangalore. They can access whatever present inside the Bangalore. Like that only. First they have to get the first they have to get the access for the class. Object is the After creating the object of the class for the class, only we'll get the access for the class. Then only we can get and enter inside, and then whatever we want we can take it. Clear? First I'm getting the ticket for the Bangalore. Winnie is the object that I'm creating for the class. After creating the object for the class, only we can access whatever present inside the class. That's why I'm creating the object Winnie equal to Bangalore and then Kumar equal to Bangalore. Who wants to go to Bangalore? Winnie and then Kumar. After that they can now Winnie wants to do internship. He don't want to enjoy, he wants to do internship, so I'm accessing internship function. After that Kumar wants to roam everywhere in Bangalore. He don't want to do internship. Now what will be the output? see, the output will be can face an error. Why means takes zero positional arguments, but one was given. See here, whenever you are creating functions inside the class, you need to pass the self keyword, self as a keyword. Why means self is a keyword which refers the current object. Self is a keyword because if you are creating the object for the class Winnie equal to Bangalore, I'm creating, right? Inside the argument is there. Inside the arguments, Winnie will be passing, that object name will be passing. If for the object name, what will be the values, what will be the variable, for that only we are assigning the variable is self. Self refers the current object. So here in the parameter, if Winnie is passing means, so it will denote the, I'm giving the self, right? So self equal to Winnie will be assigned. Kumar equal to self will be assigned. I'll explain the self keyword afterwards with a big explanation. Now I can take self refers the current object. Here, what are the objects for the self is Winnie and then another one self is Kumar. Now I'm executing the program. So it will show. Wait. Hmm. Now it will show work and then see here work and then park, because we are accessing the internship and then roam program, roam function. Clear? If you have any doubt means you can ask in the comment section. Copy this program. If you have any doubt means you can ask in the comment. Did you copy it? Now I'm going to create the variables inside the classes. After this, I'm going to give you the program. You are going to solve this. Okay, now I'm creating the objects, variables for the class. Sun equal to day I'm creating. Sun is a variable name. I'm giving the value day. Now, if I want to access the variable means, okay, what is meant by the variables inside the class is called as attributes. The variables inside the class is called as attributes. If they are asking what is attributes means, you have to tell the variables inside the class, that is called as attributes. Print. If I want to access this variable means, I should print that object name dot sun. Object name dot variable name. Object name is what? Winnie. I'm then printing that variable name. Variable name is what? Sun. So it will give day. Listen here. Now here we are going to do one thing. Print. If you are giving Winnie.sun, so it will print what it will print? Day only. It will give day only. If I'm printing Kumar.sun, means what it will give now? Again it is giving day. Why it's giving day? Why means because here it is in the global variable. The variable is in the global variable. Globally it has been declared. So it will give the, if you are printing both the objects with the variable names, it will give the same values. If I want to change the variable name for different values, means what I have to do, I can check Winnie dot, I am assigning the value. See, I assigned the value Winnie dot sun equal to night. I am giving. Now I am printing Winnie dot sun. So what it will give, if I'm printing Winnie dot sun, means it will give night, because it won't take the global variable. It will take the whatever we have assigned after that. It will take the newly values. I'm assigning the values for the variable Winnie dot the variable name sun. I'm assigning the new value equal to night. So it will print night. Now I'm printing Kumar dot sun. What will be the output? Check. It's showing day. Why means we have not assigned the value for this object and this variable. We have just assigned the values for object Winnie dot sun. So Winnie dot sun we have assigned as night. So it will print, it will give night. For that Kumar dot sun we have not assigned the value. It won't change, so it will give the same value only, day. Clear? Copy this. Okay, I'm going to give you the program. You can write the program for this question. Just try. After writing the program, if you can able to share the your answers, means you can share it in the comment section. Create a class called laptop. Create a class called laptop and create variables and functions. Okay, you can create variables and objects. Okay, create a class called laptop and create variables and object for the class. Now I'm going to tell the variable names. Variable names were price, processor, and RAM. Variable names are price, processor, and RAM. Objects were objects name that you are going to create for the class laptop is Dell, Lenovo, and then Asus. Dell, Lenovo, and Asus. Clear? Create a class called laptop and create variables and objects. Variable names are price, processor, RAM. Objects names are Dell, Lenovo, and Asus. Okay, try to write the program for this question. If you can able to share your programs, means you can share it in the comment section. I'll see. I'll verify and tell you. Known as tried. Okay, Okay, listen. Class, they are telling to create the class in the name of laptop, class laptop, and then they're telling to create the variables and object for the class. So price is the variable, processor, RAM, price, processor, and RAM. These are variables. And now we are going to create the object for the class. Object names were Dell. We are creating for the class laptop. Then only we can access the class, whatever present inside the class. Lenovo, and then Asus laptop. Now we are given some empty string for price, processor, and RAM. Now we are going to give, I'm going to set some values. 20,000. Processor will be i3. RAM is 4 GB RAM. I've given some values. Now it created the objects also. Dell, Lenovo, Asus is the object name that we are getting for the class laptop. Print Dell dot price, Lenovo dot price, and then Asus dot price. If I am printing Dell dot price, Lenovo dot price, and then Asus dot price means, so what will be the output for this? 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, because we have declared the values for the price variable is 20,000 globally. So if I want to print the object name dot price means, if I'm accessing along with the variables means, so it will give the values like 20,000 only for the three. If I want to assign the values for, because the values won't be same, right? For the three laptops, the values won't be same, and then the processor won't be same. That RAM also will not be same. So the for the three, the values will be differing, right? So I'm going to set the values for three objects. First, I'm telling to set Dell dot price 30,000, and then Lenovo dot price 40,000, and then Asus dot price 50,000. Now see here, I have given the price, processor, and RAM in the global variable. After that, if I want to print that price means, it will give the values for same only for the all three, because it has assigned three as same. Now I have set the values for three different objects. Asus dot price is 30,000 and Lenovo dot price is 40,000. Again, Asus dot Dell dot price, Asus, Lenovo dot price, and then Asus dot price. Both all the three were different price. So if I want to print the, if I'm telling to print all these three means, so it will give what is will be the output. It will give the output like what are the values we have assigned at the last. we have given like 30,000, 40,000, and 50,000. So it will give the output like this three. Copy this program. Like that, if you want to set the price, like this, if I want to set the price for processor and RAM for all these three objects, means we have to assign the values for Lenovo, Dell, Asus, like this. And then after assigning the values inside the objects, inside the classes, and then you will get the output like different values, or else up to that you will get the values for the processor will be i3 for everything. If you want to print the, if you are printing that processor value, it will print give like i3 only. Do you have any doubt? Yeah, good. It's good, good Sindhura. Okay, shall we move to the next topic? Now we are going to see about the constructor. Constructor is a unique function. Constructor is a unique function that gets called automatically, when an object is created for a class. After creating the object for the class, the constructor method gets called automatically. You need not to call that particular function. If it is a constructor function, means after, if you are creating the object for the class, after creating the object for the class, that will call the constructor function automatically. You no need to call the particular constructor function. Clear? The main purpose of the constructor is usually to assign the values. Why you are using the constructor means, if I want to give the values like if you are setting the price, sorry, in the companies, if you are taking means employee name, employee id, and then for these values many number of employees will be there, right? Main purpose of the constructor, in that case and all, we are using the constructor only. The main purpose of the constructor is used to assign the values. I'll show you the program. Class. First create the class. I'll explain the previous one. And then within the class I'm going to create one function. What I said, whenever you are creating the function, you need to pass the self keyword because self refers the current object. Def display is my function name. Display is my function name. Within the print statement I'm going to give display. Listen, class name I had created. Class name is laptop. Within the class I'm going to give display function. After that, within the print statement I had given display, some strings I had given. Now I'm creating the object hp equal to laptop, for which class we are going to create object. I'm creating the object for the class laptop. So hp is the object that I'm creating for the class laptop. Now execute this program. What will be the output? Nothing will get. Why means this is a simple function. This is a simple function. We need to call that function. After calling that function only it gets called. So it will print the print statement. Now I am printing object name. Object name is hp dot. I'm calling the display function. Display function I'm calling. So what it will give? It will give the strings. Display it will be printed or some other. For getting confused, we are don't give some other disk. I'm giving the print statement disk. So it will give the output disk. Why means with the object name I'm calling the function. Function name is display that I'm calling. After calling the function only it gets called. Now we are going to use the constructor within the this program. Class name we had created. Constructor function. How to define the constructor function? Do you have any idea about how to define the constructor function? Okay, constructor function we need to define underscore underscore def space underscore underscore init. Init is a constructor function name, and then underscore underscore def space underscore underscore. After the def is a keyword. You need to give the space. If you are not giving the space, you will face an error. Okay, def space underscore underscore init. Init is a constructor function, and then self. This is also the function, right? Whenever we are creating the functions inside the classes, we need to pass the self keyword. I'll give print statement. Print statement is just I'm giving some strings demo. Two types of functions I'm going to create. One is constructor function, that is init function, and then display function. Display function is a simple function that I'm creating. After that, I'm going to create the object for the class. HP is the object that I'm creating for the class laptop. HP equal to laptop. Now, what we will get as an output? We have created the two function. One is constructor function, another one is a normal display function. For the two types of function, we have a different print statement. One is demo, another one is disk. And then we had created the object for the class. SP is the object for the class. What I had said for the constructor, constructor is a unique function that gets called automatically when an object is created for the class. After creating the object for the class, the constructor method gets called automatically. We no need to call the constructor function. Before, what we did, we have called the particular display function because it is not the constructor function. So we need to call this a normal function, then only it will give the output. For the constructor function and all, we don't no need to call the constructor function. It automatically give the output after creating the object of the class. Okay, we have created, right? Now it is showing demo. Print statement is that we have given inside the constructor function is demo, so it is showing demo. Clear? Copy this program. Okay, now I am going to take. We are going to assign the values within the constructor. That I have said, right. Self keyword. Self keyword is the same program we can take. Previously we did, right, same program like price, processor, and RAM. So the use of self, we are going to describe self dot price equal to some values I'm going to give. Okay, first we can give the self dot RAM equal to, and then self dot processor equal to. I'll explain you about the self. Okay, and then disk. Okay. Okay. What I had said before, HP equal to laptop. we are creating the object for the class, right? Inside the parameter, the object name, what are the object name that we are giving for the, that we are creating for the class laptop. If you are creating the object name as hp means, so it will be inside the parameter hp will be passing. So how it will assign self equal to hp. Now self dot price I am telling, so self dot price is how it will be assigned, hp dot price equal to, and then what, self dot ram I am telling, self dot ram is hp dot ram equal to, and then self dot processor like that is hp dot ram. So self is a keyword that refers the current object. hp equal to laptop, if you are creating means object for the class, inside the parameter what will be passing, like it will be that hp is passing like. So for that hp only we are creating, we are giving self keyword. So self equal to hp has been assigned. If you are giving self dot price equal to, no need to give the hp dot, and then because if you are giving that like that means you will get confused. So self dot price equal to some values, self dot ram equal to self dot processor equal to. So how it will assign, now see here, I'll show you the example. I'm giving 20, okay, can change the values. 30,000, ram is 5 GB, so 6 GB ram I'm giving, and then processor will be i5, had given like this. Now I'm going to print hp dot price. See here, what will be the output, 30,000. Why here we have described as self dot price only. So normally we have described like self dot price only 30,000. If I am printing hp dot price means why it is showing 30,000, because I already said, right, hp is the object we are creating for the class laptop. So inside the parameter, the object name, the particular object name is passing like. So hp is passing. For that hp I'm giving the variable, I'm assigning the variable is self. So self equal to hp. If I'm setting self dot price equal to 30,000 means how it will assign self dot price equal to hp dot price equal to, self dot ram equal to is hp dot ram equal to, and then self dot processor will be hp dot ram. So if I'm printing, want to print hp dot price means, so it will give the price of hp 30,000. Again I'm printing self dot ram, and then print self dot processor, sorry, uh, hp dot processor, and then hp dot ram. See, now execute the program. So it will give 30,000 and then 6 GB i5. If you want to copy these programs, just copy. Before we have assigned the values out inside the classes itself. Directly we have assigned in the globally. Now we have assigned within the constructor function. Within the constructor, we have assigned the values, variables. Copy this program. Now I'm going to give you a question. You are going to write the program. Okay, try to write the program for this question. If you got output means you can share in the comment section. I'll give you the question. This is one of the important questions. Create a class called student. Create a class called student. Create variables. Create variables in the name of name. Variable names are name and register number. Name and register number using constructor method. Using the constructor function. Using constructor function, and then create function called display, which should display the name and register number of the student. It should display the name and register number of the student. Okay, see here. You should create the class name called a student. Create a class called student. Create the variables name and register number using the constructor method, and then create a function called display. You no need to call the you need to create the variable names inside the class. Before we have created a price, processor, and name. Inside the constructor function only, you need to create the variable names, name and register number. After that, create a function called display in the display function, which should display the name and register number of the student. That should display the name and register number of the student. Okay, try to write the program for this question. After writing the program, you can share your code in the comment box. Have you tried? Okay, I'll write the program. They told to create the class in the name of student. So class student. After that, variable names we are going to create inside the constructor function. So def underscore underscore init underscore underscore self. What is the variable name? Self dot name is the variable name, equal to giving name, and then self dot register number. Register number I will give self dot register number equal to 1234. Some values I have given. Next function is display function. It is going to display our name and register number of the student. So display print. For the sentence formation I'm giving name comma self dot name. What is a variable name that we have given here? That should be same. If it is if gap is coming means you should give the gap also. If you are not giving, that means you will face an error. Self dot register number. Within the display function I had given name equal to self dot name. So self dot name, what are the value we had given? Name. And then self dot register number value is 1234. So it will display the, if you are calling the display function means it will display the name and register number of the student. Clear? Now next process is I'm going to create the object for the class. S1 is the object that I'm creating for the class student. Print. First I'm printing S1 dot name. After that I'm printing object name S1 dot register number. First I'm printing this both. After that I'm calling the display function along with that object name. S1 is the object name, I'm calling the display function. If I'm printing S1 dot name and then if S1 dot register number means it will show the value of S1 dot name value is name, and then some names you can give. I'm going to give Prabha. So I'm giving here as Prabha and then name value is Prabha. So print S1 dot name equal to some value it will print give, and then print S1 dot register number 1234 I had given, right? So it will give 1234. S1 dot, I'm calling the display function. Display means, so see here what will be the output. First it will give Prabha and then 1234. After that it will call the display function, the display function should return the name and register number of the student, right? It should display. So in the print statement I had given the string name and register number. Self dot name is value is Prabha and then self dot register number value is 1234. So name Prabha, register number 1234. Clear? Copy this program. If you have any doubt means you can ask in the comment. Okay, I'll give you another one question. Create a class called fruit. Create a class called fruit. Create a variables. Create a variable called color using constructor. Using constructor. Create a variable called color using the constructor and create a object. Create a object called apple. Called apple. Create a object called apple. Pass the color variable. Pass the color variable as a parameter. Pass a color variable as a parameter through the object. Through the object. See, create a class called fruit. Create variable called color using the constructor method, and then you are going to create an object. Inside the parameter, you are going to pass the color variable. You can think now. Inside the parameter of that object, you are going to pass the color variable. Okay, try to solve this. We'll write the program for this question. Okay, class name is fruit. F for class name is fruit, and then def underscore underscore init underscore underscore self giving self dot color equal to color. See the difference here, color and then color I had given. Now I'll explain you about that. We are going to create the object. Apple is the object for the class fruit. Through the object, we are going to pass the color variable. I'm going to pass red. Red color I'm going to give for apple. See now, if I'm printing now, print. Now you will get the difference of self. Apple dot color. Apple dot color. If I'm printing, that means So it is giving the error like init function takes one positional arguments, but two are given. Why means here what I said before. After creating the object apple equal to fruit, inside the parameter that object will be passing. I said right, for inside the parameter the objects will be passing. Apple is the object that is passing. Okay, what I said for that before itself, we had created the object name as hp equal to laptop. Inside that what I said, hp is passing, so that we are assigning the variable. For that assigning the variable self we are assigning, so self equal to hp. Now here what is the object we have created? Apple is the object we have created for the class fruit. So apple equal to fruit, inside that apple variable is passing, so that we are given self. We are given for that is self. Now again we have given another one value. What is that value we had given through the object? We had given the value is red. That color we have mentioned inside the through the object we have given, right? So for that value we have not given anything. So for that value we have not given anything, so that for that only it's showing error. Two are given, one only mentioned, right? So we need to give, we need to assign the variable. I'm assigning the variable is color, color. I'm giving self dot color, color equal to color. Color value. So the red is contains in the variable color. So color equal to red will be assigned. If I'm printing self dot color equal to color means what is the value which is present inside the color variable, that is red. So if I'm printing apple dot color is self refers the current object. So apple dot color equal to color. So it will give the color value is red. Now see here, we'll find the error. We'll get an error. Sorry, we'll get the output like red. Clear? Do you have any doubt? Okay, copy this program. Like this model, we are going to solve another one last question. If you have any doubt means you can ask in the comment section. Yes, Sumit, it's correct. Okay. Last question. Can rewrite this question itself. Create a class called student. Create variable names, register number and name using the constructor. You're going to create the variables name and register number using the constructor method. This question you're going to write with simple. You're going to change one simple thing. Create function called display. We should display the name and register number of the student. After that, you can add one line. Create T1 and T2, create T1 and T2 object, create T1 and T2 object, and pass the name and register number, value through the object. You are going to pass the name and register number value through the object, like the same previous program we did, like that only, same. Okay, pass the T1 and create T1 and T2 object and pass the name and register number values. We are going to pass the values through the objects. So two objects we are going to create here, and then you should pass the values inside the objects. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes. Before that, you can solve this question. Next, we'll go to the decorators. Last class, we have seen the decorators only, function decorators only. We have not applied the decorators. Listen here. Using the decorators, we are going to convert the string. It is in the form of lower string. It is in the lower string. We are going to convert into the uppercase. We are going to convert it into the uppercase. Now, see. First, I'm going to write one function def my function. They will ask like how we are going to convert the upper string into from the lower string to upper string. How you will convert using the decorators? They will ask my function return some statements. Welcome to Python. Welcome to Python is my string, and then we have used the return keyword here. So we need to print that function. I'm going to store the function in one variable, that is result my function, result equal to my function of print that result. First you can see this program. So what will be the output? Your output is welcome to Python. So I'm creating one function. We are returning one string, that is welcome to Python. After that I'm storing that function in one variable, that is result. I'm printing that result at finally. So we'll get the value. That value is welcome to Python. Now erase this. creating data equal to creating one variable, that is data equal to, I'm giving welcome to Python. Now I'm going to use the inbuilt function. One is, that is data dot upper. Upper means, if I'm telling that variable names dot upper means, so what will be, it is in the lower case, right? So it will be converted into the upper case. Run this program. If you are running this program, means nothing will be displayed. Why? We have not called the function, so we need to call the function. Function name is my function. My function is a function name, so we need to call the function. After calling that function, it will be displayed in the upper case. Here what we did, we have used the inbuilt function, that is upper is the inbuilt function that we are used. We are storing that string in one variable, that is data. After that, print data dot upper. Upper means, upper is a inbuilt function we are using, so we are disturbing that particular function. What is meant by decorator? Decorator means we need to apply the decorator without disturbing that particular function. We need to add the extra functionality without disturbing that particular function or class. You no need to disturb that particular function or class, and then you have to apply the decorator. That is a decorator, right? Now I'm not going to disturb this function, particular function. I'm going to apply the decorators for this. How can I apply the decorators? I'm going to convert this lower case into the upper case. So write it as a previous one. Return welcome to Python. Okay. We should not disturb this particular function. I'm not going to touch anything in this function. Without touching this, I'm going to apply the decorator for this one. So first I'm creating here our nested function, and then a function as parameter, everything will use here per string. I'm creating the function. Okay. And then within that function, I'm creating another one nested function, that is def process. Def process, giving data equal to ref. I'll explain you once. See here, have written one function. One is, that name is my function. For this my function, have one string, that is welcome to Python. For this, it is in the lower case. In this lower case, I'm going to convert this lower case into the upper case. That is my statement. Here, return welcome to Python, right? That we are not going to touch this particular function. Without touching this particular function, I'm going to apply the decorators for this particular function. Okay. Now I have created the two functions here. I'm not touching this function. I'm going to apply the decorators. I'm creating the two functions here. One is def upper string and then def process. We had created the two functions. and then I'm calling that function. I should call that function, right? I'm calling that outer function, that is upper function, upper string. Within that upper string, I'm going to pass the this function as a parameter. This function as a parameter. I'm passing inside the function. Now I'm passing this function name, that is my function. I'm passing for that my function. I'm assigning the variable reference. I'm assigning the variable. Clear? Now see here, I'm creating two functions here, two types of function here. One is def upper string and then def process. First, I'm calling that upper string. Don't see this result and all. Leave this. I'm calling the upper string function. How we should call upper string with that parameter, right? Inside the parameter, I'm passing this function name as a value. I'm passing this function name as value. That is my function. My function is the function name, right? That I'm passing inside. After passing the value, we need to give the variable name, right? So I'm giving the variable name for this function is ref. Now come to this another function. In the inside the function, another one nested function, I'm giving the variable. I'm storing that ref equal to data equal to ref. I'm storing this variable as data equal to ref. Data is a new variable I'm creating. I'm storing that ref in this data. After that, I'm telling to return data dot upper. Now you can see return. If I'm telling data dot upper means what is there in the data, ref is there in the data. So ref variable is there in the data. Inside the ref, what will be there in the data? My function will be there in the data, right? My function will be there in the ref. So my function will be stored in the variable ref. After that, I'm storing that ref variable in the data variable. I'm telling to return data dot upper. Upper is a inbuilt function. So data dot upper means this function gets called, and then what are the statement? It telling to return welcome to Python. So welcome to Python will be written in the uppercase. After that, I'm returning this in nested function, that is inner function. I'm returning this inner function is def process. Clear? Now I'm storing the particular outer function in one variable, that is result. After that, I'm printing that result. Clear? Did I touch anything in this function? I'm not touching anything. I'm going to convert this into the uppercase. Why is showing this type of error? We have given the string, we have not given within the parameters where we should call. Do you have any idea where we missed? Shall we check here? See here, we forgot to give within the parameters. So we have given now. What will be the output? Welcome to Python. That string is in the lowercase. It has been converted into the uppercase without touching this particular function. Did we touch anything? We have not touched anything because we have just used the function name only. We have passed this function name inside the parameter. We have passed inside this. We have not touched anything. Decorators means we should not disturb the particular function or class. We should apply the additional functionality. Okay, copy this program. I'll share you the test link and then attendance. It'll give you your mark your attendance there. Okay, did you copy it? Okay, I'll end this session. I'll share you the test link. Can give the attendance also. This is the test link. And then this one is the attendance link. Clear? Okay, give your feedback and attendance here, and then give the test link also. Attend the test link. Thank you all.